Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Victoria Tundu, MKO Abiola.
Good morning.
You know, I'm not happy this morning because of the security situation in the country. It is dire, and the newspapers are reporting. These days, Nigeria's newspaper of record, the lead story, federal government links Kaduna Train attack to synergy between Boko Haram and bandits. Government paying deaf ears to killings, Autumn insists. Alleges plan to hand over seat of government to bandits. Plateau killings, angry lawmakers restate call for state of emergency, demand National Security Advisor, Defense Minister's sack, laments Nigeria, a failed state, failed state under siege. Obi, killings in Plateau, Benue, horrific, unacceptable. Presidency calls for Buhari's resignation, ploy by desperate politicians to get power. 11,536 schools closed since 2020. UNICEF reveals, remarks Chibok girls' abduction. Other newspapers are also reporting the insecurity in the country. The Guardian newspaper, insecurity, sack NSA, Defense Minister, reps charge Buhari. Reps threaten to shut down legislative business, declares Nigeria a failed state. 2,968 killed, 1,484 abducted in 3 months. Presidency replies, Nigeria Northern Elder says reform on security sector coming soon. Federal government, bandits Boko Haram have joined forces in unholy handshake. Our effort not good enough, says IGP. Makarafi, Shehu Sani, others seek timely release of train abductees. The Punch newspaper, security agents aiding bandits. Alleged reps demand NSA ministers sacking. Soldiers posted to Zamfara gave uniform to bandits in Plateau. Deputy Speaker. Gunmen kill 150 in Plateau villages, 30 in Ebonyi. Anambra police stations attack. Presidency replies Northern elders rolls out Buhari's resignations. Blame past governments. The Vanguard newspaper, outrage as Sultan Khan MBF reps lament killing. The Leadership newspaper, 24 hours after Northern Elders' resignation call to PMB, federal government vows to unveil perpetrators of Kaduna Plateau attacks. Says we are working to free abductees. Call for president's resignation, not solution to insecurity. Presidency. Reps lament protracted terrorist attacks. Ask president to implement security summit report. The Nation newspaper, bandits Boko Haram packed behind renewed insecurity. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper, another sad story, how bride-to-be, 28 others die in Sokoto boat mishap. Village head loses 5 children, niece, 2 in-laws. Accident second in 10 months. Local government chair. Victims given mass burial. But we just look at another story. Beneath the photographs, the Daily Trust, front page of the Daily Trust. APC presidential ticket. Buhari's body language unsettles Shibaju, Tinubu, and Meshi, others. Presidents in a tight corner. Party set to release timetable for primaries. Yes, according to that report, all the 12 presidential aspirants so far on the APC ticket have gotten the nod from the president without anything special. So who is the president's special man? Is he one of the 12? Or That person is yet to declare. But we're expecting more declarations on the APC side. I hope. I'm also expecting that others will still declare on the PDP side, amongst other political parties that will present their presidential candidate at the appropriate time. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper, airlines begin ticket sale in dollars, April 19. Blame $283 million trapped fund, forex scarcity. Fares on international routes skyrocket. If you've not bought your summer ticket, get ready to pay in dollars. Yes. Let's just look at other newspapers. The Daily Independent, federal government prefers politicking to resolving ASU strike. Union blames Nigerians as 1.7 million students sit at home. Slams federal government over new institutions while 104 varsities remain short. NASU, SANU strike set to go indefinite in 2 weeks. Yes, the universities are still closed. ASU still on strike, but I'm sure they are receiving their salaries. Otherwise, perhaps somebody would think of, let's go back to school and continue negotiation. But the federal government not dealing with this issue means this government has been paying scant attention to education. They couldn't be bothered whether students are at home. But unfortunately, or coincidentally, more institutions, federal institutions, are being given the nod. New polytechnics, new universities by the same federal government that cannot meet ASU's requests. I want to hear from the presidential aspirants how they will deal with ASU problems. They shouldn't skate about. It's a major issue if our educational system is in this situation. Business Day, federal government moves to curb Nigerians' power woes. Yes, greed, breakdown. Now, a common phenomenon in Nigeria. The foreign newspapers quickly, the Times of London, channel boat migrants will be sent to Rwanda. Government signs up to £120 million trial for processing asylum seekers somewhere in Africa, in Rwanda. And Rwanda likes that deal. Well, both are sovereign nations, they can do what they want to do. Now, the Guardian newspaper, Johnson may face 3 more fines in party scandal. It's not over yet for the Prime Minister. And of course, the Justice Minister, Lord David Wolfson, has resigned because he couldn't stomach the Prime Minister breaking rules. And also, the official response to what happened, he has resigned. But Parliament is on recess. I'm sure when Parliament resumes after the Easter break, perhaps we'll see what will happen. Maybe what will happen is calm before the storm for Boris Johnson. Financial Times, Russia menace edge Finland and Sweden closer to NATO, the unintended consequence of Putin's war. Yes. Helsinki to decide next week, risk of inflaming Moscow alliance open to membership, NATO is saying. Ruben Rufai and Tundu. So much to talk about.
So much to talk about. No time, we're told, although it will have been interesting to comment on the dollarization of the Nigerian economy. But maybe Rotus would one of these days.
Something Emefiele doesn't like.
Ah, well. Anyway, thank you very much.
But the reality on ground shows it.
We're even rent these days. Landlords collect rent in dollars. Thank you, Efe.